So here we are. We're on our way to a lovely ride with friends, all our Facebook friends and fans. You know, we're going back to the Cloud Mountain. Before we get there, I have a little bit of a problem because I don't have pillion footpegs for Mama. And Mama's coming along. No, Mama?
Yes.
Yes, Mama's coming along. So we're quickly stopping here at Off-Road Cycles because I gave them the pillion footpegs to broaden them a little. So they broadened the pillion footpegs, and we are going to fit the pillion footpegs now on the flippin' funny bike.
Hey, ons kyk.
Goeiemôre.
Sê,
Jy?
lekker bro.
Fantasties. Kan nie wag nie. Ek sien jou.
Dis die band shop. Mooi motorfiets.
Today is a transit day with lovely friends. Now you know Oppie Oewer, né? We've been to Oppie Oewer before. Haven't we, Fonny?
I said,
Hello, Fonny! Hello. So we've been to Oppie Oewer before, and we are going to Oppie Oewer again. First, we do the highway thing. Sisa.
The first stretch of the morning takes us into the province of Limpopo and towards the town of Rutan, where 3 other riding buddies would be meeting up with us.
So we've stopped in the town of Mokopane. It was a horrible highway stretch. I don't know, all of a sudden, this arrived on my bike.
We'll see what happens because I see there's charcoal and it's Footpeg Diaries, so we might just do a little thing, you know?
A little thing indeed. On the way to Rutan, it's nice to know that you can even brighten up the road maintenance crew's day just by being yourself. In town, we get some advice from a local, and we determined that the Rutan Hotel would be the ideal rendezvous spot.
So the cavalry arrives. Hulle beklei met die eindryslag.
Hey maat, lekker weer geloop. Daar's sy. Mannie,
Hoe gaan dit wel? Lekker man, lekker weer te ontmoet.
sal hierso.
Funny, hoe gaan dit? Goed met jou? Lekker man.
This one said there's something called a skaapoogie, which those who don't speak Afrikaans is basically a lamb's eye. We are now drinking just a quick lamb's eye.
Quick one.
Yes, maar check nou net hier.
Check hier die plek.
Check net hierdie langer.
Check hier die plek. Of skaapoogie, bro. Oh no. Hy is.
With all our riding friends now accounted for, we head north towards the town of Zibediela. We make a quick pit stop at the Nkumi Dams to make sure everyone can stretch their legs and prepare for the first gravel stretch of this trip. It's important for us to make sure that all the riders are happy with the gravel that's lying ahead, and this wide open rural road with sandy patches here and there turns out to be a great opener and confidence builder for the technical stuff later on in the afternoon.
Manque Bar Lounge.
Bar Lounge. Wat alles net in liters en liter en 'n halfs verkoop.
Peter, you having fun, bud?
Yeah, lekker. Having a good job.
I'm sure
We
that
need
you're
some more-
hungry.
Yes, hungry.
Yes, we're gonna
Hungry lion. We need more dirt.
Yes, it's coming.
We stopped here. I don't know where this is, but it's a place that has a fridge. So we stopped here.
You having fun, boy?
Absolutely, this is a magnificent ride. It's beautiful. Loving it every second.
The rule of thumb with a fork seal is once it starts leaking, this is not ideal. Never do this. This should never be done. But if you're in the middle of nowhere and there's a fork seal, then this is what you do.
Is jy besig om iets aan 'n Afrika Twin te doen?
No, I'm not.
Is die eerste probleem wat ons het op hierdie trip op 'n Honda.
No, it's impossible. Right? So what you're doing is you're putting that film in between the fork seal, the actual fork. You see that rubbish there?
Yes, yeah.
That's coming off the center of the rod.
The seal.
So it's never going to be perfect again, but it's going to be better. And then a lot of oil comes out here and splashes here, and your boots and everything is full of oil, and it's maybe 100. So relax about a fork seal. You've got another one on the other side. We're not doing Africa. Well, we're not the entire Africa. So this is fun. This will last the weekend and back home.
Is hierdie dieselfde mense wat my gee oor my blou klere? Hierdie selfde mense wat altyd hierdie mense wat hier op hierdie stoel sit.
Ek het nog nooit vir jou gehad met blou klere nie.
Hulle is so cuties met hulle blou klere.
He's a nurse, and we're working with a rather familiar sized horse as well.
Yes, it's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning, my dear. It's just, jy het gesê die helfte. Ja, die agterste helfte. What and what? Loaf.
Cisco.
Loaf. Cisco. Het jy Cisco? Is dit wit of bruin? Het jy Cisco?
Wow.
Maar jy moet ook maar op jou rekkies mense.
Ek gaan nou weer vra.
Ja.
Het hulle nie breinbrood gehad nie?
The thing is, if you're an adventure rider, and you know this, if an adventure rider, by day 3 of an adventure, you go to the nearest pharmacy, the chemist, and then you purchase two things actually. You purchase a nail clipper first, because you forgot to do that before you left. And it's either your hands or it's your toes hooking the corners of your socks.
Rory knows. Rory knows.
Rory knows.
Yeah.
And the second thing you purchase. Toevallig. It's
It's to relax.
It's to keep things smooth.
It's to relax.
And usually it's a very attractive girl and you've been in the bush for quite some time and she's behind the counter and she goes, well, is this all? And you go, it's enough for now, Lucky. I think it will work. And then you take that and you know you've got 6 hours of hard riding ahead. It's because of the way you sit and it's because of the white bread.
Okay, so I take both. I put one. Can I take again?
Yeah.
Wat weer? Ja. Allemaal.
Het julle lekker boys?
Dit net mooi.
We head towards the Woodbush Forest Reserve. It starts off nice and easy, but the climb right at the top of the mountain gets a little technical.
Now for a quick downhill run into the town of Heinertsburg. And then down the iconic Magubaskloof Pass. And before you know it, we're down in the Lowveld, entering the town of Tzaneen on a Friday afternoon with peak hour traffic. We eventually reach Oppie Oewer, where we are warmly greeted by Gerrit and his wife Alta. And we are also joined by 2 extra riders that came in via the highway.
Just a little something extra because we love people, man. We love people.
Daar's 'n sticker dat jy op sy agterkop kan plak.
Sy agterkant.
Ja. Okay, en dan jy kan ook 'n sticker kry.
Sê dankie hoor. Apparently dis hy weer 'n myne.
Ons ook. Dankie. Lekker ietjies. Want daar word opgehang hierso.
Dinner time never disappoints.
Bobotie!
So, Rory and Peter, as I call him, they're sleeping already.
You don't go to bed first on a bike trip, bro.
What do you expect?
What do you expect?
We're using their room,
Because it's the closest.
but they've locked the door. Luckily,
There's a side door.
there's a sign door. It's funny because here, honestly, I can't. I'm really naked. I think like maybe if I just go, let me just open this. It's funny. We've been using this toilet now for quite some time.
Hello darlings.
Hallo manne.
Where's like come to the first?
Come.
You're the first to use the lavatory, funny. Sorry, Oaks, I'm just standing here. It's so funny. Shh. It's people are sleeping here. We should be quiet.
It's called Ninja Bomb.
Yeah, he did the ninja thing.
You ninja thing.
and it backfired big time.
Let's put him to bed. Let's put him. Arms inside.
Kiss on the forehead, Dad.
I love you.
Let me take you in brief.
Ag baie dankie van.
Love you. You know you can do this, okay? Daddy loves you.
Red route, boys.
Red
Let's
Root.
go,
Yeah.
bro.
Red Root.
Lekker. Lekker slappies,
Me
né?
and Fanny, we're going to do some stretching. It'll probably take the entire evening. We'll see you tomorrow morning at breakfast.
Hallo julle.
Môre is niks, vandag is die dag.
Ja.
Vandag is die dag.
Vandag moet jy uit.
Vat hierdie rooi roete vandag, Marius.
Sal vat.
I told you you should have done this last night.
Wat jy ook gebring met sy drink.
Ja, 4 minutes left.
4 minutes.
Ja.
Let's see if I can get this thing in here.
Fani and Nadia assists Gerrit Sr. as he leads out the green version of today's route.
Ek dink dit is ons side stand switch. Hy het net uitgetrek. Ons gaan gou regmaak.
Fortunately, Bianca's husband Marius is a bit of a technical fundi, and he manages to sort out her side stand switch issue in no time, getting the show back on the road. Anzel and I, and the rest of the riders, follow Gerrit Jr. on the slightly more technical ride for the day. And true to form, Gerrit Jr. demonstrates some of the skills that it takes to be an international GS Trophy winner. On today's slightly red route, we'll be taking the guests all the way up the Volkberg mountain to the viewpoint of the lovely Serala Peak.
Let me see that cap.
Ja, is way like it.
Yo, check. Sharp, bro.
Sharp.
As we enter a clearing in the plantation with a view of the side of the mountain, Gerrit takes the opportunity to freak out some of the riders.
Daai pad daarop, daar is die brandpad wat ons so reguit opskiet by. Wat is die ene? Daai een daar reg in die middel. Ja? Hy maak so 'n kruis. Yes, ja. Ons gaan reguit daarop.
Straight up. You take a run up in the bad spot.
Is jy mal? Nee, bro.
Daar lift. Daar's 'n cruiser met 'n wind. Okay.
So here we go, making dust in the morning. 6 of us, that includes Gerrit Jr., our leader for the day. The nice thing about this, none of these guys have ever met each other before. We're in a group where Rory in front, we know Rory, but Rory hasn't met Werner, which is in front of him. And he hasn't met Marius, which is in front of him. He hasn't met Pete, which is in front of him. It's a lovely combination of perfect strangers in a perfect environment. And how beautiful is this? I mean, look at it. How can you not feel the exhilaration and the joy and the freedom of it? That's what adventure biking is. And knowing that if we do something wrong, we might get killed today. We spoke last night about the journeys that all of these guys are on, and each one of them is on his own journey. There are guys here that's been rehabilitated. There are guys here and are immensely successful now. They are as just proper human beings and part of society. There are guys here that have experienced extreme loss in the last 3 days. In 3 days, but they are here because their family said, "I think you need this." Riding together and the respect that generates for each other, but also for the trip you're on and for the environment you're in and for the perils you face. And we are just easing down the mountain now, just getting used to the slopes and the dust. And at some stage, something will happen. Guaranteed, it's adventure riding, even if it's just a drop somewhere. And you'll see people jump in. And when that happens, I'm not going to say anything, but you're going to see that and you're going to go, it might just look like one oak helping another one rider helping another one, but there's something much, much, much deeper. Much deeper. And these guys are perfect strangers. Me and Anzel, we're just hanging back as pillions. Just observing. Watch what happens today. And no one's coaxing them. We're not telling them to do it. But keep an eye on the dynamics of the 6 riders here. Lekker ry. Dit is 'n lekker enetjie.
Dit was lekker. Maintenance.
Nou, so.
Okay.
Back on the green route, Gerrit Senior is taking the group through some lovely scenic forest trails. The road snakes through some lovely indigenous forests and then heads to a historic lane in a plantation, flanked by blue gum giants.
Hierdie is Salikna, bloekomboom. Hierdie bome is in 60s aangeplant. Alles om dit het al verander met ander bome en ander spesies en goed, maar hierdie laning het hulle gelos obviously vir 'n scenic gedeelte. Hierdie bome is so tussen 60, 70, 75 meter hoog en hulle is al oor die 60 jaar oud.
On the red route, we're heading across the alpine-like grasslands on top of the plateau towards the majestic Serala Peak. But we first stop at the edge of the escarpment, where a small waterfall during rainy season managed to carve out a giant chasm in the cliffside over thousands of years. Time to head back down the mountain again, with tricky and washed out tracks through the plantations. The fact that it's downhill might just make it a little easier. And before long, that incident that we were waiting for happened.
Relax. Relax, relax.
Jy niks agterbriekie. Hy trap ons aan niks.
Wag.
Wat het gemaak hier?
Weet hom.
Moet ek op agterbriekie, daar is niks. As ek kom, ek moet hom 'n klomp keer pomp.
Uitgekoop.
Moet 'n klomp keer pomp.
Ons moet die 10 tellings sit 'n bietjie afkoel.
I came around the corner, I see this guy lying here. I'm like, oh my shit.
Het dit so met jou hart geval?
Nee,
Jy raai.
ek sê ek het net omgeval. Want ek breek met die voorbrieke, maar dan gly op die klippe. Toe gee hy onder my uit.
Ons gaan nou nie uitkom nie. Dan gaan jy dadelik regs. Jy sien jy
Ja,
klip.
nee.
Net voor hierdie klip, jy gaan daar so tjoep, jy gaan daar byt, dan gaan jy regs. Ek sê jou help hierso.
With help from the riders behind him and others coming back up the mountain, Marius manages to once again get on his bike and head off on the track. The adventurer camaraderie and spirit saves the day once again.
Iemand 'n pomp naby, 'n wielpomp. Ja.
So you're actually saying that the Norden is providing The power.
The lifeblood. Lekker.
Lekker.
I like it.
Lekker.
Like it a lot.
Like it a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
If you can look at the views though.
If I can look at the views.
We're attempting this track at the beginning of the dry season, which means that the water levels are thankfully a little lower and the river crossings somewhat easier.
Hello, Mama.
Hello.
Join us for our next episode, where we end off our wonderful riding weekend in the Limpopo Mountains.